Right, we're in. Welcome back after a long-awaited absence. I can't remember when we did the last one, so I won't even say where we left off.
I think we were still top. Don't worry about
Unfortunately, yeah. How we been, boys? All right?
that. Good, mate. Yeah, you?
Not bad yourself.
Not bad, yeah. Beard's looking a bit trimmed, Dan.
Oh, it was gone, but it
The old
just comes
badger
back too
boomy,
quick.
yeah.
It just comes back too quick, man. So it's just a pain in the ass.
I don't have that problem. I shave that once every 3 weeks, so I'm all right.
Oh, mate, that's the dream. That's the dream.
Mm.
Fucking, if I sweat for 1 second, I've got a full beard.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know how we get on tonight, but well, is what it is, isn't it? It's been. So I can't remember the last game we spoke about or anything,
It must have
and
been
that's time to watch the last show either to find out.
yeah, well, before Christmas, wasn't it?
It was in November, wasn't it? When did the World Cup start? It was in November, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Top,
When the one just after the Queen died, after her funeral and all that jazz.
No, we ain't been that. We ain't gone that far back. That's September. Fucking hell. I can't.
Mate, do you know what? My bad. Fucking.
You might be right, mate. I don't know. Last game was a month. According to this, it was 1 month ago.
Yeah, I was say it must have been just before.
4 weeks. 4 years. Yeah. But yeah, not much has changed, I suppose. It is as you were, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I can't hear you, Dan.
Is that any better?
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, covering the mic, sorry.
It's
Yeah,
as you were.
So again,
Anything's changed at all? Is it really?
No, well, it's only been what? 3 games, isn't it? 3 games?
Yeah.
3 league games and the cup game, wasn't it?
And Boxing Day.
Yeah, that was the league game, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
the first one back, wasn't it? Boxing Day. What did you think of the World Cup?
I thought I actually enjoyed it, if I'm honest. No, I didn't think I would. I'll be honest, I didn't think I would, but
I didn't watch anything. Really hardly bothered. I was too busy.
Yeah, no, I thought the games were good. I think because it was like 20-minute stoppage time every game, I think every player was the late goals were a joke, weren't they?
I think that was good. They should carry that on. I like that.
Yeah. You're like me, all that.
Yeah, the problem with it is you'll be at 8 o'clock kickoff next season. I won't get home till 1:30 in the morning. We've got half hour stoppage time.
Yeah, especially the way they do VAR in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell. No, I thought it was good. Bits I saw of it, it was I think what I liked is the smaller countries had a go. They didn't just turn up and bend over and get hammered. They had a go, and a lot of them got reward out of it. You think about Japan went through to the quarter, something like that. Obviously, Morocco went semi-finals.
Spain and Germany, didn't they?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia got to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, Morocco, to the semis, didn't they?
Yeah, they did all right, to be honest. When you sit there thinking they could have gone out with a good whooping, some of them did really, really well. To be honest,
I think that's what you want to see in the World Cup. But too often, their teams turn up and just trying not to get beat, but you don't get anywhere in the World Cup by not getting beat. You have to win, and they had a go, and then they got their reward.
Have you emailed Southgate that?
Yeah. He didn't get the memo.
Yeah, don't turn up just to not get beat. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, what a boring trick. And in fact, we've got another 2 tournaments of that mug and all.
I'm not mentioning anything about the penalties now. So the thing is that, in fairness, I actually had to go back to see if he'd ever done that before.
Missed 2 penalties.
Yeah. Or at least skied one over like he did. But
he's missed one and then scored another one, but he's very rarely gets 2 penalties in a game like that. It's hard. I mean, you get 2 penalties against a keeper who knows you very well. There's the one keeper you don't want to be taking penalties at. There's the one who you take penalties at every other.
He did come out and say that he doesn't practice penalties against Hugo.
But he still botches, doesn't he? He's still part of the setup. So
yeah, true.
Listen, I don't think England deserve. I think we deserve more, but I don't blame Kane for that missing a penalty. I blame the manager.
No.
The manager, that sub with Mount and Sterling, that was just like, got all them exciting players on the bench, and then he brings in them two mugs, and you're like, oh, fuck's sake.
Especially now Saka was the best player on the pitch, wasn't he, for England?
Yeah, he takes him off. Yeah,
comfortably.
You think, what are you doing? And then he brings on Mount and Sterling, like not even anyone exciting. You're like, oh, Grealish gets like 30 seconds. Madison don't even get a look in, and you think, what is the point?
It was worth taking him, wasn't it? He went
Yeah, even Trent put Trent on and see whack some balls and son, because Saka had his man on toast in that game. Kane had his Otman Kano on toast that game. Even Fielding had his man roasting. It was just like just couldn't get the ball there.
No.
Yeah, true.
But at least they didn't win it, so that's the best thing about it.
I don't care. I was happy Messi won it for Messi.
Well, fuck that. Fuck Messi.
Yeah, Harry Gold don't care about them sort of things. But
are you a Ronaldo fella then?
No, it's just a fucking they all bum in, don't they? He's good, but like, get over it, isn't you? Yeah. All crying because he won it. Who cares?
Yeah, no sentiment.
The English press saying how great he is, and why is it great? He's not your fucking country. What do you give a shit?
We ain't got no one else celebrate, have we?
Well,
he's one of them, innit? Fucking, you just sit there going, look, he's a very, very good player. He deserved to win that, if I'm honest. When you think about all the letdowns that he's had.
He retired 14 times from international football, didn't he? And threw his toys out of his pram. And
one last go. We'll do one last go.
And then he won player of the tournament for scoring 6 penalties. And that's fucking hard, isn't it?
Well, it is for some players. Ask Kane.
We'll be sure about if he gets one this week, mate. You'll know about it.
Guaranteed to get one. 100%.
Guaranteed to score that game, mate. The scourge of you lot. I think we'll cover that. We'll cover that at the end. We'll get. So
I've seen who's doing the ref that day. We're all right.
So when we where we left off, you were top of the league and we were playing shit. And 6 weeks later, we resume. You're top of the league and we're still playing shit. So, we're on year through this channel. Last year, fucking hell, we were shit then and all. To be honest,
you're playing even worse. So it's just good, isn't it?
Oh, fucking hell! I thought we better pick up from. So we'll review the games we've done, and then we'll talk about transfers, and then we'll talk about I'll put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to get involved. What about that? The 3 people watching that want to get involved.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I think who played first after the World Cup? Was it us or you lot?
I think we did. I think we were the first game, no?
We were the late game, weren't we?
Oh, we was, weren't we? That's right.
So you had played before us. Weren't you the early kickoff?
Yeah, who did you have? I can't remember. We had Brentford.
West Ham.
Yeah. Now I remember, yeah.
Yeah, that was a difficult game, that one.
The less said about the Brentford game, the better, to be honest. That was dreadful. That first half was... You know, when you think, right, you've had 4 weeks off. Get on the you've had 6 weeks to sort out the future and all that. What's happening at Tottenham anyway? But that set aside, get the DVDs out, see what's been going wrong, have a look at it, come back with a plan, and then to start the second half of the season, like not like you finished the last. No, we won't do that. We'll carry it on. And you think, fuck yeah, now.
Was it 2-0 down again? Was it 10th game in a row?
2 goal. Eric Dyer fought for both. There's a shock. First one was the old let the geezer cross it, doing the old Liam Gallagher hands behind the back. Yeah, I won't stop. All right. Second one, when he fucking tried to kick it and sliced it and went out for a corner.
Oh, mate.
And you're like, okay, mate, we go. Fuck's sake. And then somehow we get a draw out of that. I mean, probably should have won it, to be honest. Should have had a penalty, but it's not them ones. It's not the Stonewaller, but most of them are given, especially if you're at Anfield. But I don't think we deserve deserve much more than that. I'm not going to say that's why we didn't win the game, but it was a painful watch.
I suppose, to be fair, over 2 halves, the draw was probably about fair.
Yeah, we really 60 in 30 minutes. They got their second one on about 60 minutes, I think, something like that.
Just people you don't turn up for the first half. I don't know what it is. It's just what?
Used to be the first half, now it's the first hour. We're stretching it bit by bit.
Realistically, you got to get the Italian fucking angry with first before you actually start doing something. I think you can do it just to piss him off, to be honest.
Does it piss me off? I know that. I'll be back in a sec. Carry on, Rabbit.
So we played West Ham. It was pretty comfortable, really, wasn't it?
It really was a good game, to be fair. I enjoyed it.
First half they defended quite well, but they didn't sort of create anything really today. It was all going to be just whether they can keep us out or not. Well,
that's basically what it is. What's Pete doing? Actually, he's setting the mood or something.
I don't know. Has he got mood lighting on? Isn't he?
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, the thing is, because who was actually scoring it? Eddie, did Martin score as well?
It was the first goal.
Because I know there's some great touches in that game.
I can't remember what it was now. Let's have a look. Yeah, to be honest, we played well. I thought we played really well.
That's better. I look like a black and blood donor. I couldn't say no earlier.
Saka first goal, wasn't it? Martinelli, then Ketia.
Nah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, they went.
That's it, because Martinelli in the near post.
That was it, yeah. Because they went 1-0 up, didn't they, with that dodgy penalty that was fucking.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened, but I know it was a penalty.
I didn't see the game, but it
was a foul on Bowen, wasn't it? Wasn't it a foul on Bowen?
Yeah, Saliba.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit late, wasn't it? Well, yeah, it was a foul.
He jumped over his leg and then fell on the floor, didn't he? Because he weren't going to get on the ball.
He did catch him. It could have gone either way.
To be honest, he should have cleared it before that. He for some reason, he kept standing on Antonio. If he'd have gone through him and cleared the ball, he wouldn't have got to that point.
I was living a bit of hope there, and then I thought West Ham were pants. Like, they just look fucked. Antonio, time he always looks fucked.
Rice was quite good, but he's fucking good every time I see him, really. But
yeah,
I think Saka just buoyed him off, to be honest. It was quite
the first goal, wasn't it, or the second goal, wasn't it?
Yeah. They should just get away from me. Go on. That's not fair enough.
Yeah.
And then all hugs out at the end, like with Arteta. Let me come to Arsenal.
I can't remember that. Odegaard, it was like Odegaard masterclass, wasn't it? That game.
Oh yeah, little snakes all over the place.
It's been good since the season we started, isn't it? He's been top banana.
There's no arguing there, mate.
He seems to be getting better.
And he's definitely enjoying his football because he's getting very cocky with some of the moves he's making. Because he smacked one of the West Ham players, and then against Brighton, he done it in the box. Now he just sit there going, that's just cheeky, man.
So who did you play after Brentford?
Oh, Villa. Oh, fucking hell. That's not.
Good evening.
Oh, mate. That was probably the worst game I've seen. And I think I've said that a few times this year.
I think you're going to say quite a few more times.
To another level. That was absolutely shocking of a game. Fuck me. Honestly. 90 minutes. I mean, you all know my thoughts on our football, Conte. It's got to stop. But for us, it seems like, or it was really building to a case of any minute now he's gone. This is all going to blow up because you can't play like that. It was fucking awful. Absolutely, I can't even think of any positive. There wasn't no positive from the game. Obviously, we lost. We were shit. Villa thoroughly deserved it. It was just like that was the is they get the manager sacked. You know them games where you think you're waiting for the announcement. You keep looking at your phone. You know what I mean? I turn the notifications on. I think something's coming today.
You're stuck with him, man.
I don't think we are, not for long, mate. But it was like, oh, what a fucking shit performance that is. The colour's gone out of my face again.
Yeah. Got a filter on, have you?
And then, no, I
It's got
don't
one
know.
of those flat little lamps by the side of the table, isn't it?
I got one
Yeah.
up there, one there as a main light, and I got the one that goes on top of the laptop, the old polo fucking light, and it all make me look like a fucking victim.
Yeah.
That's what Vim all day. That's what that is, and then your brother. Fucking hell,
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
understandable, isn't it? Fucking. To be fair though, you was really shit. Like the thing that made me laugh is you had all the pundits going, "Oh well, they've gone in 0-0. That's going to mean they're going to come out and win." And, you just didn't even bother turning up at all. I'll be honest, I did. I enjoyed that one.
I bet you did, yeah.
Yeah, especially being Emery and all.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evenings.
He's doing quite a good job there, actually.
He's a good manager. That's better. He's a good manager. I think he's they got a good squad, Villa. I think they've got a talented squad. They just need to learn how to put it together. Some very good players there. That's all it is, putting it together.
Didn't they beat Liverpool the next week or so on?
No, I think they give Liverpool. Liverpool beat them, didn't they? But I think it was a good game. I think
that was Villa kept missing chance after chance after chance, didn't they? And Liverpool got 2 goals. And that was it.
Yeah, I think they'll do well. I think next year. I think they'll do well.
But they're a bit like Everton, though. They seem to sign these good players, and you think that's they're going to do well. They're going to do well. And they never sort of do. I think they're going to mess Everton in.
Oh, mate, they are as well.
Yeah, Fat Frank. I'm surprised he's lasted this long. I
think
because no one else wants a job.
Well, yeah. They're a bit of a club, a bit like you, really. They've gone in every direction going, and nothing works. They've got a young manager, they've got an old manager, they've got an experienced winner manager. They've gone, what do they do next?
Well, they spent £500 million on players, didn't they, since he took over?
Yeah.
Done fuck all with it.
They just seem to sign the same position every time, don't they? Even though they got 4. Like that summer, they signed Rooney, Sigurdsson, someone, Davy Klassen, and 14 number 10s. None of them too far.
Yeah. Well, one of them was too busy worrying about the playground, wasn't he, than the pitch.
Well, yeah.
No names.
Yeah, I'll say that.
But yeah. So after the shite of Villa, I think the day before, didn't you play Brighton the day before and shred them up?
Yeah, it was a weird game. That was. I thought first half we played well, so we went like, what do we go like? 2-0.
That was good end to the game and all.
3-1. It's sort of after the second half, it was like one of them where the game's so easy. It was sort of nothing really happened for 20 minutes. All of a sudden, they sort of turned it on and they had a goal disallowed, and right at the end, they fucking all over.
Bollocks. That was absolute bollocks. I mean, by the letter of the law, it's offside, but you think you got to stop this shit where the geezer's in mid-run, his heel is halfway up his leg offside, like, and you think, why? Just why?
Like I said, I'm not a great fan of VAR, but I was that day.
Yeah.
Because in all fairness, they're doing quite a decent comeback on us. And
they were, and that little Chinese lad they brought on, was it Mitoma?
Was his name Minamito?
Minatomo, innit? Something like that.
That's the one.
He was throwing it up, and you think he's going to do it. He was doing really well.
£3 million they paid for him.
Yeah. You played New Year's Eve, and then we played New Year's Day.
On New Year's Day. That's what it was. Like fucking
nice away trip New Year's Eve, isn't it? 5 New Year's Eve, go down to Brighton.
Yeah.
No trains.
Well, the normal fucking shit. Yeah, all over Christmas, always the same, isn't it? No trains, no fucking nothing.
Is it just me or there was one less game this Christmas? Because you normally have the Boxing Day, then like the 28th, then your New Year's games. Only like 3 before New Year's. That's
normally the way it is. I think all this case it was with the fixture overload that we're going to get and have had. I think it's just a case of we'll just take it a little bit easier over the Christmas period.
And ram them all in fucking about 8 games in April or something like that.
That's it. Fucking because they've just thrown Man United in with Southampton before they play us. Like, they're absolutely livid.
Yeah, it's tonight, isn't it? Or tomorrow? They've got Charlton. No, they've got Charlton today,
On
haven't
the
they?
12th. I think they play on the 12th.
League Cup today, isn't it? It's a League Cup.
Yeah, I think because we play your lot on Sunday, and then I think we play them. What day do we actually fucking play them?
Man United's a Sunday as well. We've got 2 Sundays in a row.
I
It's
think
always a Sunday, that game, isn't it? Or it's never going to be. It's either going to be a Sunday or 12:30 Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, Monday night they used to whack you lot in at United, didn't they? That was quite often a Monday night game.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember when the Aubameyang was about 10 yards onside and they said offside, and lucky he carried on and scored, and that was a 1-1, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, that's Man United, isn't it? No, I mean, no, then can't always get a rubber green.
So you beat Brighton convincingly and unconvincingly at the same time. I think the scoreline flattered you a bit. I think they had a proper striker. I think they'd be a bit of an outfit then, because they're a good team.
I do like them, to be honest.
They're a team that individually they're not amazing, but they're greater than the sum of their parts.
They're a strange, You look at their starting 11, and I think I couldn't pick any of you lot out of a lineup. You could put 20 blokes in front of me, I wouldn't know who's who. It's just so random, and then all of a sudden they signed another South American, another South. You think, really, who are these people they're signing? I've fucking no idea who they are. Yeah. You think like Matoma. If I lined up 10 blokes, you could have picked out Matoma for me.
You could walk past them in the street, you'd never know who that was, would you?
100%. Yeah,
Good little player. Very good.
Even though they've got a new manager, they've just carried it on, haven't they?
Well, that's what you call a well-run club. It's sort of everything is there's an identity there, isn't it? And they stick to it. They know what sort of players they want. They know what sort of manager they want, and they stick to it. Unlike Spurs, where we're all over the place.
They do sell as well, don't they?
Yeah,
they sell.
Yeah, and they sell higher and still buy cheap and bring in good players. I mean, McAllister, how much are they going to get for him when he eventually goes?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, the only thing with that is it's good. It's all well and good, but it has got a shelf life. That when you look at Southampton, how many years did they?
Yeah, Southampton, yeah. But,
how many years did they buy Mane, Pochettino when he first went there, and all these sort of players? I mean, where they get these from? All of a sudden they're turning into superstars, but eventually your luck runs out, doesn't it? You can't keep getting it right every time.
You can't keep flogging. You've got to buy it sort of up your level that you're buying at, and then complement that with better players, and then still bring in your bargains and then sell them on to keep funding it. But yeah, you do have to sort of progress the quality over time. I think they're having a great season compared to a Brighton standard. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're 8th, 7th,
something like that. Yeah,
they're not far off.
And that's without a proper striker. You think they're a proper striker, they'd win more games because they do create chances. Just no one to finish them.
Yeah, 8th. What only 8 points off the top 4. Obviously, they're not going to get that, but they're well.
You get a semi-decent striker in there.
I think in all fairness, if they could be European football this season, that'd be a decent season for them.
Yeah.
If Brighton get European football, Tottenham are going to be in 10th. It's not very good, is it?
Mate, it's not inconceivable. I tell you, nothing's out so far. We're so Jekyll and Hyde. I just don't know. I know we're going to play shit. I know that. That's a given.
I don't get the team that.
It's just what sort of result we managed to play shit and either lose or win. We do draw as well.
A team that's so defensive scores that many goals. Why not just fucking let the handbrake off a little bit and say, "Go on, just go for a little tacking."
Don't.
Especially you can't defend anyway. No matter you have 5 at the back.
You have the whole every defender on the squad you could have back there would still concede because most of them.
It's like the old Southgate mold, isn't it? Just keep putting defenders on because you can't defend. They still play Maguire every week.
Oh, numbnuts.
Apparently, there's a bit of legs with him going to your lot, Pete.
No, I ain't going to pay that sort of money, and it's not.
No, I don't think you're going to pay that much money for him. I think about 30 million.
No, that's not going to happen.
They're saying that you're dragging your feet on that I can't pronounce his fucking name. The fella from Sporting Lisbon, Pereira.
Porro.
Yeah, something like that. I'll be honest, I can't pronounce his name.
Drag off it on everyone, mate. There's no different there. Nothing new there.
But I think you're lot there going, yeah, we'll pay 29 million. And they're like, no, we want 36.
Well, they want a buyout clause straight up. They said, look, if you want him, you can have him, but you got to pay the buyout clause. Not a penny more, not a penny less. And we're like, about 30 million in a box of Christmas biscuits. No.
Yeah, we got some crackers that used to be like in the trophy cabinet from the 60s.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We got
a trip on the Skywalk.
That's it, yeah.
To do is to dare.
And Lady Gaga tickets. And funny enough, they're not pay the fucking money, for fuck's sake. Yeah. But he don't even look like a Conte player. He's smaller than Brian Gill. And that's saying something, yeah. Conte likes physical specimens, doesn't he? He don't really go for the old little whippersnappers. He wants men. He like powerful players, doesn't he?
Well, Hill's been playing quite a bit, hasn't he?
Well, he's had no choice. He's got no other fucker left. But everyone else is injured. But
he didn't do too bad in the last game.
I think Hill's done okay. Listen, he had some good cameos before the World Cup, and you think, right, give him a go. No. And then sort of out of options now because everyone's injured. And listen, he's never going to be. He's always going to be physically outmatched. But he's looked okay. I think he's earned his place in the team. I'll keep giving him a run. He's you got some fans wetting their knickers over him. Next, David Silva. Our fans are so over knee jerk. It's unreal. Yeah, I've had Yaya Toure compilations for Papa Matsar. Yeah, after 20 minutes against fucking Palace and 60 minutes, some of the stuff I'm seeing is a joke. Yeah, I've had one geezer saying I'm in tears how excited I am over Matsar after 80 minutes watching him, 60 minutes of them against Portsmouth who are in League One. You're like, have a day off, mate. Have a day off.
Sar's only been there 18 months, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's only played 80 minutes. Like, honestly, it's just like I know we're desperate for a bit of success and a bit of news at the moment and a bit of excitement, but Jesus Christ, turn it down.
Excuse me.
And it's the problem. One good game and like all fucking everything's all right.
Well beaters, absolute well beaters.
We get into Palace. Obviously, we tonk Palace. Don't ask me where that come from. I have no idea. That first half was fucking shit.
Yeah. So I don't know where the 4 come from because first half they were over you, or last sort of 15 minutes of the first half they were thumping you.
Story of the season, mate. If we come up against teams with proper strikers who can score, we concede. Yeah, that's happened all year. We played Forest played us off the park. No proper striker. We managed to get the win. Wolves the same. Fulham we managed just about to get over. But there's been many a game like that, Champions League games where we've been battered, but the team just ain't got anyone clinical at the top end of the pitch. So we get away with it. Brentford, I mean, they got Tony, but they stopped crossing it into him after he scored a header, which was a bit strange, but there you go. And it's like, and then same there with Palace. You think first half, they had anyone but Jordan Ayew, they might have actually got 1 or 2 goals there because even he had some chances. Yeah. Then somehow we scored 4 goals out of nowhere. I mean, Kane just got hold of the game and went, "I'll have this game," and then that was the end of that. And
his finishes were quite good, though, to be fair.
Yeah, they were good finishes, clinical. Kane's deadly like that. And you think happy days.
Sun's back in it.
Oh yeah,
there
was a goal
the last game. Yeah, fucking hell. His goal, he was going that way. He was deflected in for starters. Then his assist was deflected. Nothing's changed there. Busted flush, man.
What about all your injuries? When they due back?
Who knows? We got Bentancur's due back. They're saying he's ready for the Arsenal. He's like fit to play a part in the Arsenal game. He ain't going to start. You don't start him in a game like that without playing a game before. Højbjerg was rested. Basuma turned up late or something, so he couldn't get in. Kulu, don't know. Every week it's only a minor injury, but it's now been 3 weeks. So that's a big loss. Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind giving Hill a run and dropping Son out if Kulu's back, because Kulu starts. Because you can see the quality he brings to the team. You think, why not? Every time we benched Son once this year, and when he was benched, he come on scored a hat-trick. So never benched him again, and he's played shit ever since.
I don't see him scoring a hat-trick on the weekend, to be honest.
No, I don't, mate. He could be anyone on a pitch and then score a hat-trick. But
and then Richarlison's just whenever Brazil are ready to play again, is he? Be back.
Yeah, well.
Well, he was injured before it, wasn't he? And then he's flying for the World Cup. Now he's injured after it.
Don't understand. I'm not being funny. It's not exactly a goal threat we're going to miss. Like, it's not a big goal tally there. That's like you losing Eddie and Nketiah. You're like, well, okay.
Big Eddie.
It did cost 60 million.
You need to show some respect to Eddie's name now.
You speak for yourself, mate. You've been ripping that poor fucker for years.
The thing is,
a week.
I turned around and said, he's going to be our Jermaine Defoe, right?
Yeah, I think you need to swallow that. That's the second one you got wrong there. Who's the other one you said?
Well, you say that, right? In 24 starts, he's got 17 goals.
Yeah, but you can't league. It's not Premier League starts, is it? It's cup games and all that.
Well, no, it is over the.
He ain't no Jermaine Defoe. He ain't no Jermaine Defoe. That's up there with your Haaland struggle in the Premier League quote. Yeah, you're racking them up, man.
Oh, fair play.
Jermaine Defoe. I mean, have a day off.
No, do you know what
Jermaine Defoe outscoring now.
He's a poacher. He knows where the goal is.
He's going it. That's what it is. The problem. In the big games, I don't think you're going to.
I'd love him to score against your lot of the weekend. Absolutely.
He scores, but it's that's your weakest element at the moment. It's all right banging him in against Oxford and all that, but you saw that. Who was your last Premier League game before?
Newcastle.
Brighton.
Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah, but in all fairness, Newcastle got lucky, man. I don't care what anyone says. They defended great, but the officials fucked that game.
Yeah, I said to him that the shirt tug was a penalty, definitely. The handball wasn't, but the shirt tug was 100%.
I'm split on the handball one, if I'm honest.
I've seen him given.
I've seen him given. I'm not saying that it couldn't have been given, but it was never a penalty. His arms are in. He was that far apart. You can't go anywhere.
On the replay, on the front where the camera's on the front of the defender, right? It looks like he puts his arm out.
No, his arms are in. His arms are in, and it hit him on the forearm as well.
But that's what
he had his back to the ball. I would say that.
Yeah,
so he don't know where the ball is.
Again, I think it's definitely one of those where it could be given, couldn't be given, and wasn't given.
Listen, if a player's got his back to the ball, yeah, he should never ever have it be penalised for a handball because he can't see it. Yeah, and especially when it's a yard away. He can't get out of the way. He can't do anything. What annoys me is when the arm's in the body and it hits the body, it hits the arm and it's handball. But if it didn't hit the arm, it would hit the body anyway. What's the fucking point in that?
Yeah, them ones. Yeah, but that Newcastle game for a team that is playing as well as they are, they were a disgrace, really.
Listen, they turned up to piss you off and get
what
a
they
point.
wanted to do every time, get the ball away, stand in front of a thrower. They didn't want to play. They weren't interested in turning up and playing football at all.
They turned up to piss you off.
Well, I've never seen a team like it. We played some shitty teams.
I think we just played into their hands, to be honest.
I don't think it's just what we could have done, really. I think Nketiah had a chance. There's a good save by Pope, that was, for his chance. So
with what you've got, I don't think, you have them puff, but there's a reason they got the best defence in the league.
Yeah, and I think the one thing you would say about them is not many teams will beat them.
No. Because they'll just grind it out. They've got the ability.
They've beaten. Yeah, they're just happy to. They're a good side, and they're not ready for winning titles. And I think they might even struggle for top four just because of they don't show enough.
Goals
in going forward. I think when it comes to the crunch of the season, if they're not going to start attacking, then they could be. They could have a bit of a problem where other teams will do it. Like Liverpool are going to come back and they've started getting results.
Yep.
I still don't think they're great, but they're getting results. But yeah, I think they're just for a team, say, who was playing as well as they are, they were a disgrace, really.
No, I agree that at the end of the day, they turned up, pissed you off, and they thought we ain't going to try and play them at football because we'll get ripped. So we won't. Let's just not get beat. And to be honest, that's probably a good mentality. When you go into your rivals or your bigger clubs, the ones that go there, to go away, don't get beat. That's always
Well,
a
yeah,
priority.
true.
Don't get beat on the big away games, and then you
Beat
when you're home. Yeah, so fair play to them. They've done it.
No, like I said, I had no issue with their tactics at all.
That was like Mourinho masterclass, isn't it? Back in the day, just turn up,
Yeah.
piss everyone off.
That's it. It's just the officials that I had an issue with. That's the truth. Like Newcastle, they didn't come to win. That was obvious. But you have to be more clinical to beat teams like that.
Yeah, I think the final ball was slightly, but what Newcastle did well was as soon as Saka got on the ball, 3 people around him. And where Odegaard plays in the same sort of area, as soon as he got on the ball, 3 people around him, they did stifle the game well. We didn't make enough.
Would have been interesting in that game if they had sent maximum.
Well,
did he? I missed that.
Yeah, he come on as a sub with about 10 minutes
Yeah,
to go.
no, it was Arteta who didn't want to make any subs.
Yeah, but I mean, if he was fully fit and then ready to go, like starting, you think, especially the way you overcommit trying to win the game and you only let him get a break forward, then it could be fucking carnage.
Yeah, I think at the end, you're not going to win every game. Sometimes you just got to sort of just don't lose the game. In the end, when you're playing well, but you can't score, just don't lose it. Isn't it really?
So addictive, isn't it? So a quick question from Les here: Pete, will Kane beat Grieg's record this weekend? I think he will. I think he's level, isn't he, or is he one behind? I can't remember. But, I think he'll do it. He'll at least match it.
I think he needs one more to equal it.
Something like that, yeah.
So his customary penalty would be the one.
Spurs losing with a 2-goal spread, and I'm expecting a Spurs red. Also, that's being confident. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about this. I can see a red coming because it's always the team that's underperforming, but at home in these games. I mean, because it used to be normally you, and then you got like Jacko. Just fucking, it's worth putting your mind in a minute. Putting a 10 on Jacko, getting an early bath. Typically, because obviously we'd be the better team in the league. You lot want to win the game for pride and all that, and then fucking he just gets carried away with the crowd.
Well, what was the game where Romero? He was so lucky. He was on a yellow card already.
Fucking idiot every game he plays the game.
Oh, yeah, every game, yeah.
He plays very close to the win, don't he?
He's on a yellow card.
That was Villa. That was Villa.
Yeah, yellow card already. And then he chased the geezer off the pitch and basically forearmed him to the face. But the ref went, he's gone for a throw earlier on. So, carry on. It was that new rules now. You can just do what you want if he's gone out. Fucking hell.
It all depends on who's wearing the badge, isn't it?
As Steve D says, and I agree, he's something waiting to happen. It's going to be it's not going to be fun. I'm not. I'll take a draw now. I'm not going to lie.
I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit Newcastle-y.
It could be because obviously we got a defence. We ain't really, but you're a bit light up front, and I think your threats in the wider areas.
Yeah, I think
I'm just hoping you play Royal.
I think, fuck off. I think if we play him out, then it's asking for trouble. I think I'll say the same thing I said before. I think if we go in with a 2-man midfield, we're asking for trouble. Because you think you'd learn from that mistake. Because obviously, as I said before, and exactly what happened when you lot switch it up, you don't end up with 3 midfield. You end up with 4 because Zinchenko or sort of drops in, or White does it if he's playing, doesn't he? It makes up another thing, and then you got 4 midfield against 2. So it happened the last game. It'll happen this game. So I like to think. I mean, I don't think we've got 3 fit midfielders to be honest, but you'd say Højbjerg, Basuma, and Papa Matsar. I don't want to see Skip's wank.
You've got to Sar into a game like that. I'd be surprised.
We Bentancur won't be fit. You don't put him straight into a game like that. I'll be amazed if he starts. So Skip, no, not for me. He's not good enough. Even against Pompey, he looked average. He's probably being kind. He's Spurs fans rate him because he's comes from the academy, but that means nothing
Yeah,
to
it
me.
only
Really.
lasts so long, though, innit? To be honest.
Yeah, he's had a big injury, bless him, and he's obviously still ain't recovered from it because he was doing well. But even then, fans were getting overexcited about him. Then, like, oh, he's going to be this, he's going to be that, and you think because all they show is videos from the championship. So that's the championship. Yeah, Norwich were the best team in the league that year, won it by a canter, and look what happened to them in the Premier League. It's a completely different step up. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I think he'll go out on loan again, to be honest, and try and get some form. But yeah, I think it's only 3 we got, so we'll have to do that. But I don't think he will. I think he'll play Basuma and Højbjerg, and then it'll be Hill, Son, and Kane.
So Kulusevski is definitely not back now.
I don't know. Honestly, don't know. There's no word on it. If he's back, then for me, Kulu's got to play. I'd drop Son. I would. I'm not gonna lie. Son's woefully out of form, and there's no sign of it.
He always
I think
plays
Son, if he's finishing, it's great, but his overall play on the ball is poor. He can't pass properly. He doesn't. He's not a great footballer. He's a great finisher, but he's not a great footballer. You know what I mean? Like the touch, the pass. You know what I mean? Them players who can pass it, and it's just like inch perfect, or the weight of pass on his weight of passing is very poor. You know what I mean? Normally smashing it at people or nothing like that. So I've got another question for you boys, Gooners, from Les. There you go.
To be honest, I don't think he's all that Felix. He's was his best ever season in the league is 9 goals, isn't it? I think he might be a bit lightweight.
Yeah, to play up front in the league, I don't think you got no chance like that.
Yeah,
I think
we definitely need to sign someone, and by all accounts, I think we're going to get this Mudryk. Apparently, we're pretty close, aren't we? It's just the final little bits and bobs.
You've got to pay the bigger money.
But for me, even him, I don't think he's. From seeing him, he looks good. He looks quick, but to me, he looks like a bit of a Martinelli player. He's not a striker.
He's got a good touch about him as well. To be fair.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. He's not a striker. He's not.
No. He's a winger. There's no two ways about that.
So,
but he's going to be a nightmare if we get him. Absolute nightmare to bring on for defenders.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know
I mean? But if I can weigh in on this question here, I like Felix, but I don't like the money that.
What flavour? Salmon and turkey, or
that was quick for you.
Chicken and duck.
I think he's a decent player, but not to go up front. Well, obviously he's going to play up front, but you know what I mean. Not to be the sole striker, so to speak. I don't think he's going to ever be that kind of player. He's too small, and I don't think he's got enough strength about him. I think he's got a bit of skill about him, but technically I think he's all right. But strength-wise, he's just going to get bullied, especially in the Premier League.
But for me, I don't get why Chelsea are signing him. What's the difference between him and Hazard?
With Chelsea, I think it's just a case of what are Arsenal doing? We'll jump in on that.
Yeah, to me, there's no difference between him and Havertz. I think Havertz is probably a little better player. He's better technically, anyway.
Yeah,
I think it's more to do with their injuries, isn't
it? 11 million loan fee. I think he signed a contract as well at Atletico Madrid to 27.
Well, they're the same plan, didn't they? End of the season, they're going to bin off Simeone.
Yeah.
So I reckon what he probably said
he's going Spurs. That's why.
Between now and then, don't.
So I reckon what they probably said is, rather than you, because he said he don't like playing there, didn't he? Rather than sort of look, he's going, go away for the season, come back, we'll have a new manager, and he'll want you, and then
see where you go.
Didn't they really? Can help.
Yeah, they got 109 million, wasn't it? Euros, whatever. It's about 80-90 million.
A
lot of money. A lot of money, yeah.
More than that. They paid a lot of money for him. But
so I think 9 goals is his best scoring. It's not good enough, really, is it? Especially in that league. I know it's a decent enough league, but
I think
the strikers at Tottenham have signed from that league that have got 20 goals and fucking not laid a glove. You
leave Soldado alone.
I think that's just Chelsea throwing bad money at fucking bad situations.
I said, it's only a loan. It's 11 million loan fee to them. That's nothing, is it? Let's be honest. And it's
But the thing is, there
anyone who's
was
in the
talk
chat
about.
on the show, click on the link. Yeah, no, I think they're just covering their bases, getting options in. This they get a look at him. It's a bit of a weird one. It is a weird one, but I think you're going to see a lot of that this window. A lot of because they protect his value a bit by him extending the contract, so they want to buy and they've got to pay this amount and all that.
Yeah,
it's all clever.
I think it's just an Aubameyang move again, isn't it? When you think about it.
See
what happens.
He's been dropped from the squad now, and I think they're starting to realise what a pain in the arse he actually is. Like what I fucking said from day one.
Well, he's done it everywhere he's gone, didn't he? He's done it everywhere he's gone. Did it at Dortmund, got to a point, then got out his pram. He did it at you lot, got there, then got out his pram, and then there you go. And then
he weren't at Barcelona long enough to get his toys out, was he? To be fair, in all fairness, Barcelona were quite smart with that one.
But Barcelona done very smart move with this lady, but that's him in a nutshell, isn't it? He's a mercenary now, isn't it? He's got where the money's going.
Well, I don't think he'll be getting many more chances to go anywhere now.
I think that's him done now, to be honest.
No, the only place he can go is somewhere like the Middle East or someone like that who'll happy to sign anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Back to America and
I don't think Americans will take him.
Live that New York life or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He'll end up in the Qatari
silly dances in a fucking New York Mets top.
I think he'll end up in the Qatari league or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I did see a similar thing about N'Golo Kante. They reckon he's only got 6 months left on his contract, and they reckon Arsenal want him.
Yeah, no, they can keep him.
Chelsea are going to sign him up for another, or give him another year's contract, just to obviously keep value.
They can keep him.
His injury record's terrible now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 years back.
Who would have thought running 6,000 miles every week is weren't going to do any harm in the long run? Do you know what I mean? Doing a marathon every game, you know what I mean? That takes its toll.
No,
I mean, remember that Chinese team who were buying everyone back a few years ago?
Oh, the one who bought Oscar.
Chenzuglu and all whatever they were called. They got relegated in their league.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, they got relegated.
I see that. Basically,
they got relegated. Fucking hell. They were buying everyone, weren't they? Tevez and all sorts.
Well, I know they changed the rules out, didn't they? So they can only get 2 or 3 in, wasn't it? And that's to earn a percentage of clubs.
They went.
That's because they were earning so much money. It was just ridiculous.
Right, that'd be Qatar now, wouldn't it? Qatar and
that's it. They'll jump out into the Arab oil
stuff. Because that's going to be the next move. So,
Qatari money.
Talking of transfer, I'll talk about Qatari money. What, us?
Oh yeah. What do you think of that?
Bring it on, mate.
What about their human rights record?
Fuck, I think shit. I was on I've been on another stream and I had the same thing. Oh, you endorse slavery? You're like, have a day off.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
If you don't want to be a part of slavery, go and take all your clothes off, put your phone in the bin, take your shoes, take your trainers off, and then go live in the cave. Yeah, everything you wear is some poor fucker sweating his nuts off for peanuts making it. Yeah, it's the world is built on cheap labour at the moment. I mean, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. What you can't control, there's no point in stressing over. Yeah, so you can stand on your soapbox and go, "Oh yeah, at least we don't have countries' human rights while you're 9th in the league because every other team's gone, all right, we'll take the money, fuck it." Yeah, it is what it is.
Stevie was saying that it was like they bought 30% shares of your lot. Is that
they bought nothing yet? It's in negotiation, but they can't buy the club because they already own PSG. But what they can do is buy a stake, and I think Levy is, from what I've listened to and read, he's looking about 30%, just under 30% probably, because then whoever buys 30% might have to make an offer for the company. But around that mark, 35%. Yeah, which if the club's valued at 5 billion, then it might. It's actually valued more than that. It's valued about 7.5 billion. Not that they're going to get that for it, but
well,
the market value.
£1 billion for 30%, or just under 30%, is nowhere near 7 billion, is it?
No, but you're never going to get that anyway. But that is
of course.
When you do. It's like when we did the thing with the investment, with the share options, how it diluted the shares, that actually valued the club at 7.5 billion, and that's not the first time the club's been valued at. It's because of the stadium and the amount of money it can generate, and
the
you've
NFL,
got the NFL stuff. You got the flats going to come and all that sort of shit. All the projects, the golf courses, the cinemas, and all that. All that whole development is all going into the pot, creates value, land value alone. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, look, this is Steve says. Yeah, look, we're a fig leaf. Yeah, it's true. It's just like you can't. Do you know what I mean? Go and work in retail in this country and talk about slave labour. Do you know what I mean? That means you don't eat. Yeah, I've done it. That's why I don't work in it anymore, mate. That's worse than any regime in the world, mate. I'm telling you, retail, mate. Fucking hell. Yeah, what a slave driving that is. So forget that. It's just, what can you do about it? It's no point to stand on your soapbox. Same as these people who wanted to go when the Qatar World Cup was on, is lecturing them how they should do this and how they should do that. Fuck off.
No, you can't be doing that, mate. It's their country.
Yeah,
don't agree with what they do. I'm going to be honest with that. But at the end of the day,
you had 10 years to think about all that. Don't start turning up now and trying to tell them what they should be doing and don't doing. You can't do that.
Well, you get the knobs that go out there in their pride t-shirts, knowing that they're going to get
trouble. Yeah.
Oh, they're not letting me in. Well, you knew they weren't going to. So what the fuck you do?
You're lucky you just got turfed off and not slung off a building. You can't. Yeah. Yeah, they're all doing it. Just turn up. I'm actually surprised they didn't get like activists turning up there and all that. Probably because they couldn't afford a plane ticket. But you know what I mean? There's the oil mob and all that, training themselves to goalposts and all that game. I'm actually surprised we didn't see any of that.
Well, so they don't only do it when countries that are
take that and do it. They get marched straight out, mate. But so it's stand on your soapbox all day long. At the end of the day, the money's going to come into the league, so either get with it or don't, but then you get left behind.
But that's the thing.
For £1 billion, how many extra cinema rooms can they put in?
Well, yeah, there's quite a few there, yeah. And what makes me laugh is our owner. People think he's a saint. He's involved in blood diamonds and all sorts. From what I've read.
God,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a preach.
I don't think there's a lot of pies.
Is there a billionaire out there that is not involved somewhere along
the line?
That's
what I said. Is there a billionaire? You don't become that successful and rich without being some sort of cunt somewhere. Yeah, it just don't work.
It's some people that, this is a disgrace, as they're tweeting from their Apple Mac and their iPhone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's
what I mean. Joe Lewis and George Soros crashed the fucking British economy like on Black Wednesday and made a profit out of it, and then Joe Lewis went and done it in Mexico as well, and earned even more then. So there you go, ruined people's lives. I mean, for years. So don't preach like about other countries and what they do.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
but yeah, no, $1 billion for 30%. Happy days.
What is that? Most of your debt now?
Wipe out all the debt, I think. But for me, if they pay the debt off, all that means is that it's helps ENIC make more money when they sell the club. For me, I'm more interested in, well, the debt's a mortgage. It's already been set up, paid, and payment plan approved, and all that, and interest rate done. So
I don't think ENIC sells. I was speaking to Steve about it.
Leave that alone. Leave that alone. But they don't make any money till they sell the club. They don't take any dividends out of the club, so they're only getting rich on paper.
I bet they get money out of the club. To be fair,
all they do is Levy takes a salary, but in terms of the company ENIC, they don't earn any money out of the club. They don't take dividends, nothing. The only time they make any money is when they're going to sell it. Levy takes a salary. That's it. That's their end game. That's the way they make money, is by selling the club.
It's just an asset to have on the sheet, isn't it?
Yeah, and the rest of it.
Very nice asset, to be honest.
Of course it is, and it's only going to get bigger. But another one here. Spurs the only club, and yeah.
What about the old the news that journalists that are close to Conte in Italy are saying he won't going to leave the club until they win something?
Yeah, well, you see him with his Zimmer frame and on the touchline, getting wheeled out at half time, like when someone pushing him or something.
Oh, mate.
He's not been waiting.
People still saying Skip's going to make it.
Yeah, Skip's going to make it. We're going to win it, and
that's it. Stage of miraculous recovery.
Harry Kane will still be
Sessegnon
definitely out.
just needs time. Sessegnon just needs time.
Yeah.
By that time, Royal still wouldn't be able to put a decent cross in by then.
I was about to say, Royal makes his first decent cross.
God. Yeah, so no, I don't believe that at all. So,
Yeah, so transfer wise, what do you think? What are you hoping to do? What do you think's going to happen?
Anything. Nothing.
Just something.
I'm in split mind, really. We need to improve the defence. Yeah, agreed, Les. He's very overrated. We need to improve the defence. I don't think we're going to, but I think we need more options in attack. I think we've seen how poor we are without Kulusevski now. Kane's have to keep dropping deep all the time to get on the ball. We can't keep doing that. And Son looks like a busted flush. So we need a bit more. But it all depends on what happens. If we're such a mess at the moment. Yeah, like a Highlander, isn't it?
There can only be one.
That's it.
You'll die.
Right, I just got to move rooms, yeah. So you lot keep rabbiting. I've just got to mute my camera and I'll have it back in a sec.
You can move room.
Yeah, well, it's the joys, mate. I'll go downstairs. He's lost my fucking little receiver for the thingy, so I have to do it through the laptop speaker. So he's going to bed now next door, so I've got to go downstairs.
Oh, that's all coming your way. Fucking.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to do, Dan? Do you think we're going to do anything?
I think we're actually going to push for this Mudryk. I don't think he's worth the money they're talking.
I think we'll get him. From what you hear is we want to give 30% in bonuses and they want 20%, that sort of thing, and get sorted. Wouldn't it? I'd have thought.
Yeah. The thing is, I think that's just one of those like cross the T's and dot the I's and all that shit. I'd like to see us bring in another midfielder. Just Thomas a bit of cover.
What's like a Xhaka like player or a more of a party?
Do you know what? In all fairness, I'd just go for Tillemans. I
agree. I think I'm amazed that still no one has gone for him. He's got 6 months left. You can get him for what, 10, 15 million now? I'm amazed no one's done it.
I think all this case, I think from what I was reading the other day, his wage demands are crazy.
Yeah.
He's wanting $250,000 a week. And you know when you're there going, look, I think you're a decent player, but you're not worth $250,000. Dang. Come in, jump on like $150 a week as more or less going to be a free transfer. And then if you're good enough, you'll earn a bigger contract.
Well, yeah, he's only young. He's not honestly 24, 25. I think he's much older than that, is he?
Like that. You know what I mean? I think 25 is where I've got him.
He's a good player as well. I do like him.
Yeah, very, very good player. Obviously, I don't think he'd be week in, week out with us. But in the same sense, an injury to Thomas or even Xhaka, to be fair. And
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
I think,
and that's it.
To me, I think that's the problem with. Obviously, not a problem. Like you'd want him all day long, but he's more of a Xhaka type player, and he's more progressive midfielder rather than defensive. I think defensive where we need that one, isn't it? Really.
But to be honest,
Tillemans.
Oh. Okay, now surprised he's still there.
That's what I was just saying. I was saying for 10, 15 million, whatever you'd get him for, I'm amazed. Now, I can see people thinking, "Oh, we'll just sign him for a free at the end of the year." But as soon as he goes for free, everyone's going to want him.
That's it.
Chelsea, do you risk, especially like something like Tottenham? Like he improves Tottenham tenfold. He improves us, but do you risk going to the end of the season thinking you're going to get him, or do you get him sorted now?
That's quite good, to be fair.
No. I picked the wrong year to do this. I should have done it last year.
Listen, in all fairness, but I knew we were going to have a good season this season. I didn't expect to be where we are.
I knew you would. I said it from the start. If you were winding to the start of the season, and ones I did with my mate Sabo in pre-season, I was like, we're going to finish behind them. They're going to fucking.
Oh yeah, the thing is, 100%. I was confident we'd finish above you, 100%. But I didn't expect to be like basically, for instance, in a title mix. Did not expect. But I'll take it. Yeah, he's an unknown quality. That's the truth of it. But at the end of the day, you got to risk it for a biscuit. And with the position we're in, we need them.
Listen, if you do it, it's ambition, isn't it? You've shown ambition. You can't ask for much more than that.
No.
Yeah, I think
big money. Big money.
Attack. We do need another attacker. You see that again, that Newcastle game. Martinelli was getting sort of crowded out. Saka was getting crowded out. This is where I know Smith Rowe's coming back now, but that is where we needed someone off the bench. Let's try something new. And you think they weren't really with Jesus out at all. There weren't really nothing on the bench, so we do need another. For me, we do need another one. And yeah, I think he's expensive, but
he's going to be a nightmare. He is definitely going to be a nightmare.
He's to me, he looks very Bale-like. He's quick. He's quicker than Martinelli.
I can say that.
And he's big and strong.
Have you seen him, Pete? Pete, have you seen any of him?
Yeah, I've seen like highlights of him. I'm not.
No. I'm talking about like in the Champions League this season. Have you seen him?
Bits and pieces, more like when I've watched highlights of games.
He played Liverpool twice, didn't he? Celtic. He got a couple of goals against Celtic.
He's a good little player, bro.
I don't see any shit, but Bale
he's not worth 100 million euros or whatever it is they're talking. No way. But he will be an absolute nightmare for defenders to have coming on the pitch after taking off Martinelli, for instance, or Saka. Either one of them two, he replaces as a sub, right? Until he finds his legs in the Premier League, and then we'll just see what he's about.
Steve D, one of my mates is a Man United fan. He asked me when we were second am, I best start. Where do you think you'll finish? He pissed off when I said 6. It's been a train crash waiting to happen. Look, I agree. I've been banging this drum all. I can't remember how far I go back now. Since pre-season, definitely. And then it's all materialised pretty much how I said it was. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but it was on the cards. The thing is, a lot of our fans, I do other streams and the Spurs, and some of the stuff that comes through there, and some of these boys are in them streams, these people on crack. Like, I think everything's great, and the same conversations were being had. Oh, we're second, and this is our best start to the season, and what you moan, and we're in the Champions League, and you're like, look at the performances, mate. Look at the trajectory we're going. The performances are fucking shit, and they're getting worse. And there's only so long you can get away with that. We got away with it for a long time, and we still get away with it now. But we've been caught out a few times now. Liverpool, Newcastle, Villa, you lot, yeah. And there's games we should have lost that we didn't. And there's games that we won that we should never have won. But you can't play like that. I suppose, like, was it 10 games in a row we went 1-0 down at least? You can't do that.
Yeah, 10 games, isn't it? 10 games in a row.
Yeah, you can't be playing like that and expect to do things. But even before that, the performances were crap. Like Kane was just getting us out of jail because we were playing teams that didn't have any clinical frontmen.
Yeah, I just wonder if, David, Dan, you're going to withdraw your thing now where you said Arsenal can't win the league and City are definitely going to do it.
The thing is, I still think City are going to take it. I'm going to be honest. I want... listen, no. Look, right, I've got to be realistic, right? Look at the way that they just dismantled Chelsea in the 2 games they played in recently.
No, yeah,
right?
Chelsea shit,
they literally...
Think about how they're going to spend the last couple of weeks.
They more or less just threw out a complete different team. But I'm happy that we're in the mix. Right? If we win it, I'll be fucking ecstatic. That's the truth. But I think they've just got too much depth, man.
Do you really think you're going to win it? Be honest, lads. Do you like?
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I'd like to.
Now we got to the point of the season where City have got so many games. They literally play twice a week now. Everywhere, Champions League's going to come up. They're going to want Champions League more than the league. They've won the league 3 years in a row. Champions League's gonna be the thing.
You could just see it. Here. Pep go, do you know what? Let's not worry about the league. Arteta can have that. We'll worry about the Champions League. Fucking get knocked out in the final.
I was a bit cautious to start, but to get to this point, I think the next 3 games, where did we go? We go Tottenham, Man United. I think 4 games, isn't it? Tottenham, Man United, Villa, and City. If we can not lose to City and take, say, 7 points from them 4 games, I think that's it. Because City's run that as hard as well. They got Man United, Tottenham. You always get a result.
Tottenham are a bogey team. I don't care what anyone says. Tottenham are City's bogey team. They just can't.
I think that'll get back to sooner rather than later, mate. Don't worry about that.
I am, but to be honest, if we get to the end of this month and we've got a nice, comfy lead, even the 5 points that we got now, I'll start proper believing then. Because we would have played City twice.
All we've got to do is...
We won't. We've only got to play them once this month, isn't it?
But we're playing FA Cup, don't we?
No. But, look, I'm enjoying it. It's that simple. I'm enjoying it. Fucking...
I mean...
I was hoping top 4 this season. And right now...
That's bang. That's in the bag.
But to be fair, we're in the mix for the championship. So let's fucking give it a go.
I think he might give Europa League a bit of a swerve.
I don't think he will.
Well, I mean, that could be a bit of a problem, though, couldn't it? It could be a bit of a downfall if he ain't going to...
Well, we don't have to worry about it until March.
That's true, yeah.
No, I mean, by then, we'll know exactly roughly who's on course to win the league by March. So all we can do is keep playing our way.
Level in games. Yeah, listen, it's painful to watch, I'm not going to lie, and a lot of Tottenham fans they're going to bottle this, they're going to bottle that, and last year it was you're going to bottle top 4, now we're talking about you bottling the league, so it's a big fucking jump.
Well, it's a big step up, isn't it, when you think about it?
And fans like me were calling last year, like when Tottenham fans were having a tug over just pipping you lot by 2 points to Champions League, even though you had no strikers really and all that. Some of us were like, hang on a minute, you want to sort of to celebrate for the minute, but then like take note of what's going on. Yeah, look at the bigger picture here. Like look at the lengths, look how close we were for that. Yeah, we can't get complacent, and exactly what's happened. And now look what's happening. But they're still saying now they're going to bottle this and bottle that. I mean, I've seen fans saying you won't even finish in the top 4, and I think, what are you talking about? You just talking bollocks. You're like, it's for me, it's getting a bit Leicestery. Like it's got that vibes about it where you keep saying this, keep saying that, but somehow by hook or by crook, you're putting out results. I mean, obviously, who's the big things? You got a lot of away games, big away games, didn't you? So you got us, you got Liverpool,
you away, City home and away, Man United is at home. We lost all away. Newcastle.
We've already done Chelsea at the Bridge.
Yeah.
Leicester really. Well, that's not a big game anymore.
I think if you look at the fixtures, if we get through the next 4 or 5, I say them tricky ones, we then go on a run where we just play basically everyone in the bottom 10. Leading up to, I think, and then the last 4 games of the season are like again difficult, like Chelsea, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City, but it could be done by then.
I don't think it'll be done by then.
I think we'll have more trajectory of where people are in March.
Things with City, they're just capable of going on a run where they win 20 games across all cup games and everything. They can just go unstoppable with, but they
are, but I don't think there is a this season last season.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's a bit light. I think that
defensively, they don't look all that at all, do they? Really?
No, well, they've conceded a few goals, haven't they? But
Cancelo's having a mare, isn't he?
Listen, when you got Haaland in your team, it's just you've always got a chance.
Imagine that you get 50 league goals and don't win the league, just one player.
Oh, that'd be mad, isn't it?
7 points and didn't win the league, so there you go.
But yeah, if you take our trajectory in the moment, if we carry on as we've done so far, we'll be well over 100 points. You can't fucking knock that.
That's not what happened. I think
No,
the biggest for you now is obviously now Jesus is injured, is getting through them games and winning them. Obviously, your first test, Newcastle, blank. Big test.
In all fairness, to be fair, Brighton, I would have said, would have been the proper test out of all of them.
They're hit and miss. I mean, we beat them there, and we were poor. And I just want to say, battered us after we scored. I don't know how they game, but that game, that game could have gone. That VAR goal gets a go in. I reckon that they get a draw out of that. They go, that's a 4-4 draw.
No, there's only 1 minute left.
It was like fucking the Alamo, mate. Yeah.
1 minute left.
The thing is, in all fairness, again, like I said, Newcastle, they didn't come to win. They came, they stifled us. Again, I'm not going to keep banging on about it, but
But everyone's going to do that now. People will do that.
Of course.
That's because they're fighting relegation now, so they're like, they don't want to give points away. So they're like, it's better. We won't get beat in these sort of games, and then when it comes to like the 6-pointers against teams around them, that's when they got to go for it.
Yeah.
But it's all right saying everyone will come and do it, but not many teams will be as good defensive as Newcastle are, and they'll be able to pull it off. No,
but then again, you've got Eddie and Ketty up front, so a lot of them won't have to be either.
The thing is, bruv, look, do you know what? I like Eddie. I don't care what anyone says. And at a minute, he's scoring goals for fun. So
I mean, we got you lot on Sunday, then we go to City on Thursday.
We're all Tottenham fans then, mate.
No, fuck that. No,
I'm happy to bend over that day.
I don't think you need to. I think you'll be fucking forced over.
Yeah. Haaland against Eric Dyer. Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that one, I tell you.
Romero just try and fucking beat him up every time he gets the ball. Yeah, great.
Yeah. So City in a night game. Don't fancy that. I can see us getting hurt there. I mean, same breath, I'm not looking forward to Sunday. I can also I can also see us sort of winning as well, because the atmosphere, the ground, and all that. We've got the firepower. I think if Kane gets chances, he scores, and you're a bit lacking up top.
Wasn't you at home to Aston Villa though? To be fair,
the crowd was dead. It was flat. That won't be allowed to happen. The crowd will be up for that. You saw it last year, yeah. The crowd will be all over that, because let's be honest, this could be all we've got to fucking celebrate this year. Especially given the
we beat you at home.
Yeah, the implications it has for obviously stopping you lot potentially winning the league. So there's a lot riding on it. But in that breath, winning that game can actually be the worst thing that happens to us, because everyone's like, everything's all right now, it don't matter now. The fans get all happy and they forget the bigger picture. We do it time and time again. We did it last year. And
we love Levy.
Yeah, we don't need this, we need that, and it's okay, this is good, and this one, all right, and we got Hill and we got Sarr and all this shit. So, and there's a lot going on at our club that, for me, I've said this before, and I think we're sleepwalking into a disaster, really, in the summer. It could be, when you look at it, Conte will be gone. Yeah, for me, he's gone. He's not staying. Yeah, he's not going to. I don't think the club will offer him a deal because he ain't going to sign it, so they ain't going to embarrass themselves.
Stay until you win, mate.
Yeah. Paratici can end up doing Bird. Yeah. But plus, I think if Conte goes, he goes. Yeah. I think he crack that one. We've got to do something with Kane this summer while the ball's in our court on that, before it gets in his court, where he can just see it out, and then so we've got a crunch.
I think he jumped ship, bro. To be honest.
I think he'll go. I think if he's allowed, if I don't think anyone will buy him. I think he'll see out his contract, because it's just like, to buy him is going to cost a lot of money. No one's going to pay that for a 29, 30-year-old. It's not going to happen. Yeah, not any of the club that he'd want to go to. Yeah, City ain't coming in for him.
No, that's it. That chapter's closed.
People will talk about United now, and Ten Hag wants to put in the 200 grand a week wage cap. Good luck with that. Getting in on decent, getting top players for that. Yeah,
he might come with us.
I said top club, mate. Yeah, so it's.
Did you just say he might come to us?
Yeah, silly enough.
I fancy a Champions League next year.
Yeah.
I've just seen them win the league. I've just seen them win the league, Europa League, and FA Cup. I fancy
tell he's on medication, can't you? Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's definitely not well.
Yeah, so that I think that ship sailed for him now. He's not going to go abroad. He's definitely not going to go abroad.
Bayern?
He won't go abroad. He don't want to uproot his family. He's not going to do it. His family are more important to him than anything else. He won't. So
realistically, the only place he can go is United.
But then you've got two.
Newcastle?
No. I think
it's a payday.
It's a project.
They're not going to be able to pay that sort of money out for years in wages or player or transfer value. They have to build their revenue up. They can't just start forking out that sort of money. Yeah, you're not going to be there, are you? You're not going to be the poster boy for that project at his age. Yeah, he's been a poster boy for a project
for
15 years. You don't want to carry on doing it. Yeah, but I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea how that's going to go. A lot of it.
Deep inside, he resents your club.
No, he loves the club. I think he probably resents. If I was him, I'd be resenting the owners and saying, "You fuckers! If only you'd have put your money in your pocket, we could have won something." Yeah.
But in fairness, though, it's not like
when he looks at Haaland and thinks, "I could have easily have been. That could have been me. I could have been on 20 goals with fucking 10 games."
Yeah, he would have been.
But he's not far off.
But at the end of the day, City don't want to pay the money, so you can't hold that against the club. You can't let something go for cheap just because he wants to go. I mean, you got to get what you can get for him. So at the end of the day, there was a price there. If you want him, you pay that price. They didn't want to pay it. And I don't blame them because they were getting Haaland next year for half of that. So it's a no-brainer all round, isn't it? But we got a real problem if we're not careful. When we sleptwalk into allowing you lot to overtake us and doing what you're doing now, no one looking at it and just sort of what is going on. Forget about you lot, but in terms of how the club is gone, what's going on the pitch, we've ignored that. Everything's great because we're in the Champions League, but in the meantime, we've still got Royal, we've still got Sessegnon, you've still got Dyer, you've still got Davies, and then you have a pony transfer window, really, and then people get excited over that. When in reality, when you look at the players that are coming in, as I was saying, and many others like me, was saying, this window's been wank. Yeah, none of these are really getting the first team. Lo and behold, it's come true. So.
If there was a player your lot could sign, or two, who would you want your club going for?
James Maddison. We need, but it's only going to be work if we switch it up and play to get the best out of him. That's the problem. That's always been a problem.
You don't think it's a problem now? You're getting to a point where players are thinking, actually, do I want to go there?
Of course it is. Yeah, it's the whole thing. This one, I'm saying, for me,
Maddison, he can pretty much go where he wants, I'd have thought.
Yeah. But for me, we should have done this already. This should have been done, during the World Cup. Saying, right, what are you doing? Antonio, are you staying or are you going? Are you going to sign a new deal? There it is. I don't blame him for longing it out, but it should have been done. So, right, what are you doing? Because we need to move on one way or the other. Yeah, we've got our January window plan for. We've got some to think about, potentially your replacement. So if that conversation should have been had, as soon as he said no, right, off you go.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Yeah.
But
and then the rest of the World Cup, get your next manager in. Yeah.
If they're saying to him, though, like, we are going to back you. And he's
already been told
that. Going to back me.
2 windows he's had now, and the one we just gone, the summer was supposed to be our best ever, and look at the state of that. So if he fell for that, at the end of the day, you want it in writing saying this is how much he's going to be committed in the transfer window. Yeah, this much money. Yeah, not we'll back you and then we'll do each player as it comes along. Yeah, we'll buy you. We'll spend 200 million, but buy you 10, 20 million pound players. Well, do you know what I mean?
We'll buy you a player that you're never going to play for us anyway.
Isn't it? That's always been our problem. So, but we should have then done that, pulled the plug, got the new manager in. You have to pay for them. Let's be honest, managers are quite cheap, really, when you think about what they can do to how much you got to pay for them, like £5 million, £8 million. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of money, these clauses, to get managers out of clubs. It's quite strange, really, when you think about it.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually.
So you do that, get the new manager in, you get some rest, you back him in a bit of January. Yeah, you got the rest of the season to he got to get used to the squad, see what he wants, and then you plan for the summer, because and then it's obviously going to be some sort of project manager. For me, I'd have gone for Brendan Rodgers. Is he going to win you the league? Probably not. Are we going to win the league? No. Yeah. Is there a manager out there that's going to win the league? Well, we've had everyone who's won the league, and they still can't win it with us because our ceiling stops at full. So it's sort of a dream that is. Do you know what I mean? It's not in reality. It's not going to happen with these owners. So for me, it's just like we'll get a manager and at least get us playing a bit of football and be decent to watch sometimes at least. Because at the moment, every week it's just dreadful.
Don't fancy me.
No, we've had this crap now we've had Mourinho, we've had Conte. We need to go. Also, the thing is with Conte is his system. The way he plays is very niche. I mean, not many people play his way. Yeah, there's teams that play with back three, but they normally have it's not so defensive or rigid. Do you know what I mean? And they got the players to do it. We don't.
Right. You need to get a manager who's going to give you the fear factor again.
Yeah, if you buy players for that system, then he's gone. Then you got to get rid of them. Then 2 years into the manager's reign, you're still getting rid of players who we don't want. Do you know what I mean? Because most managers play a back four. You don't need to have top more class defenders play a back four. Spurs fans seem to think you do, yeah. But everyone else manages it. Especially the attacking talent we got, you think, well, make that your weapon rather than trying to run on the defence.
Right, because I was speaking to Stevie about it earlier. Because obviously, I was saying, would you take Poch back? And he's like, do you know what? Not sure.
Steve loves Poch.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're talking about who's been I think he was on a stream with Sav that he was saying that they're talking about your best manager in their lifetimes and stuff like that. And he was going on about like Harry Redknapp and Martin Yole and stuff like that. I was like, the thing is, they gave you good football, but Poch gave you a fear factor. Under Poch, you didn't want to go against Spurs. Because they're always going to attack you. They're going to be relentless. With Redknapp and Yole, you were still getting turned over every other weekend. But under Poch, you became scary to play against.
Yeah, I think it was just a perfect storm for us at the time. The young player sort of got into their element. He was the right manager at the right time. Everything was right at the right time. Because you look at what's happened since. Obviously, he's not exactly older like since he's left. He's got the PSG. He's won the league eventually, but I'm not being funny. It's hard not to win the league.
He did struggle. Let's be fair.
Dele Alli's gone. He's gone off a cliff. Tom was okay, but now he's gone off a cliff. The squad hasn't evolved enough since he's gone. For me,
no.
Would I take him? If you said to me, right, you can stick with Conte or you can take Poch, and that's all you've got. Give me Poch, yeah, because at least then the football's tolerable, yeah. But I don't want him now for many reasons. I think he ain't done enough since. I think he ain't one move away from the club ain't enough to go straight back. No. The owners are still there. A lot of players are still there. It's too soon.
That would be my thing. I think what players? When you look at from when he was there, Lloris, Davis, Dyer,
Lloris, Davis, Dyer, Kane, Son,
Højbjerg was he there?
No, Højbjerg wasn't there.
Højbjerg came in afterwards.
Winks, all that lot. They're all still there.
Yeah. Well, half of them still got to come back on loan yet. We've got to have Lo Celso back and Dombele back, Winks back. Fucking a lot of them are coming back and all ones we've tried to get rid of. But no, it's too soon. It's far too soon for me, I think. And I hope he's got the a bit more awareness, a bit more shrewd about him and go, no, I'm not. I'll have to come back one day, but not yet. Yeah.
What about the old Spain manager?
Luis Enrique? Yeah. But again, plays good stuff and everything. I'm getting feedback from someone.
It's not me. Is it me?
I'm gonna mute your camera. Mute your thing and it down. Can you hear it? Yeah, it's you. Yeah. Have you changed it? Have you put on loudspeaker or something?
No, is that literally?
It's not doing it now.
I can't even speak.
It's not doing it now, but yeah, no. So yeah, it's
because when you talk, there's clicking that sounds in the background.
Sometimes me clicking to bring the comments up because I don't do it automatically.
No, it's after your voice is when you're talking.
Yeah, like I said, she's lost me fucking receiver for me bin for me. Put it away for Christmas, like tidying up. Where's that? I don't know. I put it there. So where do you put it? I don't know. For fuck's sake. I've got to the highest part looking for it. My worst thing is that little man's got it, so it could be in one of his toys somewhere, in the bin, down the cardy, anywhere.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Probably down the cardy somewhere.
Yeah, he's got a habit of throwing things down there. So I'm on loudspeaker on the that sort. So yeah, Poch, no, but I have a funny feeling it will happen because it's Levy's ace in the hole. So it's like we've seen this before. It's like when things start getting shit and there's a few the fan base start rumbling a bit. Well, I've got to do something. It was when you get rid of Poch, who's the most popular manager you've ever had there. Oh, fuck, well, I've binned him now. I've got to do something. Right, we get Mourinho in, who's a serial winner, and fans will think, oh, yeah, all right, we're going for the next level now. We're going to try and actually win things. Lo and behold, there's pants, don't happen. We'll get Nuno in. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah. And then you get that Man United game rumblings, Levy's, oh, you can't, better do something. All right, Conte walks through the door, yeah? Within 24 hours. Oh, yeah, great, we're going to win things again, yeah? This club's getting serious now, proven winner and all that bollocks.
Oh, yeah. I remember Jamie O'Hara and expressing.
Yeah, and all that. We was all doing it. Yeah, we're all doing it because you think, right, there you go. Now this might be different because you know these people don't come in, especially Conte, don't come into the club if you're going to tell them, by the way, your transfer budget is 30 million every year. They don't do it. Yeah, so you think he's obviously been given assurances that money will be spent because he don't come otherwise. Do you know what I mean? Lo and behold, don't happen. Yeah. And then, so you think, right, now Conte's on the verge of going one way or the other, and the fans will be up and all again because it'll be Conte gone, all the team all over the place. A lot of people think if Conte goes, Kane goes. I think it's just coincidental the timing because of the contracts. Fuck all to do with Conte Kane is loves Conte because he don't look like he's enjoying playing his football, but. All that, and then so I've got to do something here. Oh, I have Poch back, and everyone's like, "Hey, tug in, yeah," because people still got to talk about him to this day. Do you know what I mean? And then
a bit similar with the old Bale, though, and all, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an appeasement.
Bale back. Mourinho clearly didn't want him, did he?
Yeah, it's an appeasement thing. Yeah, people still want him back now. He's retired. Yeah, that's what it'd be like. Yeah, let's have a reunion, get Poch back, let's get Dele Alli back. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, mate. That is one of the biggest falls from grace that I've ever seen in football, man. Genuinely.
I think he's just one of them players that peaked at a young age, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is it. This is what I thought, Steve, is when we were buzzing when Conte walked in, you thought, right, there's no way this man's coming in without getting some real fucking cast iron guarantees here. And then we thought Paratici's his pal, so obviously between them going, yeah.
They're definitely pals.
They're definitely pals. So judging by the player, he gets fucking thrown at him, but they've worked together before, haven't they? So they know each other and all that. They're quite
Juventus together, as far as I'm aware.
At Juventus, they were fucking tight, but whatever. So you thought, okay, everything's there for us to. It's going to be different this time. Finally, we're getting there because obviously we don't go. Mourinho was sort of already on his sort of downfall in terms of the clubs that he was going to after us. It was Man United and then us, and then it's gone like Roma since. So, but Conte is sort of
still won something with him.
Oh yeah, I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying, but it's not like you're getting Mourinho after he's been at Real Madrid or Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Where there's a fight for his signature. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Like, now Conte is when we got him, was still in his prime in terms of reputation. Yeah, you're lucky to have him.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's what we all thought. But it's the same old shit. The owners go, all these excuses come out. War in Ukraine, gas bill's gone up. I mean, COVID, this and all that crap. Yeah.
Basuma.
Yeah. So
I'll be honest. I was quite look. Basuma's a good deal for your lot.
Bassuma's a good player. He's used properly. He's just not been used properly. He's been trying to be trained in another position. You don't go from doing what he was doing at Brighton and then you don't become a shit player overnight.
No.
And he was doing it for years. It's not as if he was doing it for a one-off season. He's been doing it consistently for years.
I genuinely thought that realistically he goes into your midfield, strengthens it, and actually makes you go, do you know what? Fair play.
He should have done.
It's just not worked out for him.
Well, he didn't get a game for about 3 months.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't blame him. But I think if a new manager comes in, most managers come in there, they're going to play what, a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, especially looking at the way our squad's made up. You don't play wing backs with what we got on offer. Definitely not, yeah. And so then I think you'll see the better of these players. The Basumas, even Bentancur, I think is a much better player when allowed to be.
The thing is, that game where he literally fucking scored the 2 goals, fucking proves when just told right, crack on, he's got it about him.
Well, we've seen it, the whole team. When they go 2-0 down, all of a sudden they can flip a switch, then all of a sudden they're banging the rumping teams. You know what I mean? We're swamping them in their box.
Do you reckon they're just trying to stress Conte out enough?
Hey?
Do you reckon they're just trying to stress Conte out to have a heart attack on the side of the pitch?
No, I think it happens too often to not be a deliberate tactic. You can't say, "Oh, the players ain't listening." Well, the players ain't listening. Don't pick them because you keep picking the same ones every week. Yeah. So if someone's not doing their job, then don't pick them.
But probably I don't see where you go from here. If he is going,
well, you're not getting a top manager.
And £20 million players that are young on low wages. That's what Conte basically said. That's what the club's ambition. Yeah. So. What do you do? Go for another manager and then another project? Because I don't think they're going to fancy it.
It's going to be a project.
It's been a project for fucking last 10 years.
20 years. 22 years, mate. It's always going to be.
Sorry.
The thing is, though, there's not enough. I mean, I'm not negative, but you think you're a fan, you're paying, so you've been told. You look at what's going on at the club. The owners we've got a new stadium, brand new training ground, brand new stadium, right? The stadium is printing money. We've got all these events there. We was always told that, and Levy's done it, it's on camera, saying every money from these events goes into the team, right? So you think, fine, you've got all these events, the amount of money people are getting charged now to go in that stadium. Yeah, it's literally a cash point. Yeah, it's a massive cash point. Yeah. So, and then you hear the club's policy is, and we were told before, by the way, we need to move stadium to compete with the bigger clubs because we can't do it in the stadium. All that sort of shit, yeah. And then you've been in it now. You've had NFL in it, which is no other club's got. All the events that we've had that no other club does, yeah. We've basically taken over Wembley, innit? Wembley don't get nothing anymore, yeah. It's probably now a market on a Sunday or something because all the big events. And then the manager comes out and says, yes, the club's policy to buy young players on low wages. For me, I'm going, what the fuck? What's going on? But not enough fans are doing it, and that's our problem. Yeah, the fan base is fragmented in what they expect and what they want. Some of them, like me, are in uproar. Go, hang on a minute, this can't be right. Yeah, where's all this money? Where's the money? Yeah, and the thing is, the financial results that have been long overdue and not come out yet. Apparently, they're going to show huge profits. Yeah, record revenues. That will come out after the window. Yeah, guaranteed. Because they send it out. Yeah, it normally comes out in November. Yeah, so and it ain't come out yet. So that tells you all you need to know, really. As soon as that window's shut, that statement will be released. Yeah, because if the statement said we never had a pot to piss in, we would have been reading it by now. Yeah, and so you think all this money, and that's the policy of the club. Sorry, I'm not having it. Yeah, not having it. We might as well stay the White Lane. We're buying better players then. How can that be after all this money? That is the policy. And the worst thing is as Steve says, if that is the policy, then I don't agree with it. But then you get a manager in who's good at doing that. You get a project manager in. You don't go and get Conte. You go and get a director of football who specialises in that sort of recruitment. You don't get Paratici in. So it's all like we're all over the place in terms of what we're thinking. There's no joined up thinking at this club at all. It's all one person got his idea, this person got his idea, that person got that idea. between the chairman, the director of football, and the manager. They've all got their own way they want to do it. Where we look down at you lot, everyone in your club, Edu, Cronky, Arteta, are all on the same wavelength.
The thing is, I think, to be fair, like when the Cronkies first started actually being active with Arsenal, I think it was just a case of, fuck it, it's a working machine, let them crack on. And I think it's taken Stan to go, do you know what? I ain't got a Scooby what I'm doing here. Josh, go over and do something.
You know what it was? It's been the years of your fans. Your fans actually then got a big enough movement to start fucking rumbling, especially after the Super League and all that, where there was, 3,000-4,000 of you lot going Garrity, flares, climbing on stadiums and all that shit.
Falling off it as well.
And then the Spotify geezer went, I'll buy it. Yeah. All of a sudden, Kroenke, his son's on the plane a bit lively. Yeah. with a fucking briefcase full of money, and you start spending money. Yeah.
That was the big thing. It was when his son actually turned up. That has been the game changer. Whoever was in charge before, he didn't. When they said we need this player, all right, maybe not, maybe. As soon as his sons are saying, look, Dad, we'll take it to the next level if we do this, and this. All right, yeah, let's do it.
And to be fair, they're not just it's not just the players they're bringing in. You think about the backroom staff they're bringing in as well. Some of them have been game changers. I can't remember the fella's name. He's the set piece coach. But you see him celebrating every time we score a free kick or a corner or something like that. You just see him going nuts. And you can see that some of the things, like when they go running from scoring the goals for him to celebrate, to say, look, that's what you've been making us work on. You know what I mean? And they're happy to celebrate with him.
Yeah, it was
we've brought another one in yesterday, I think it is. Who apparently is called Tekka's Guru. I mean,
so we're going to win the league and then bring in the Tekka's Guru. That's how good we are.
You know, when you just sit there going, realistically, is that what Spurs fans would want? Your club going, do you know what? That's not a bad model. Let's see what we can do to better them.
No, I just want the club. Listen, I don't agree with that being the model for what the fans are being charged and for the money coming into the club. That shouldn't be the model, yeah? Because that wasn't what we were sold down the road, yeah?
No, I get that.
That's not your model either, yeah? We make more money than you do. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You're outspending
more than we do.
Yeah? Yeah, exactly, yeah? And we've got all the other events, because people that's the other thing we see. Oh, look at Arsenal, it took them time and to start spending money, but they didn't have NFL, they didn't have all the events. All you had was
the thing is,
all you had was
we had a few gigs.
Charity fucking Christmas ball with Little Mix and shit. Yeah, with a load of screaming girls. Yeah, I know you went to that, Dan. Yeah, you've been to a few of them. Yeah.
I was right at the time.
Yeah,
so I was dancing with them.
So, but sometimes they didn't have this sort of third-party events on the scale that we have, and the NFL to supplement sort of that where you got to pay off. Yeah, and our paying off is a lot cheaper than yours. Yeah, over a longer period. So there's no excuse. But I will just want, if that is the way they go, right? I don't agree with it, but then have a plan where you go, right, he's on it. We've brought in a director of football who specialises in recruiting young players, and then we've got a manager who embraces young players and wants to use them. Yeah. Have that. At least then there's joined up thinking, and then everyone's on the same way.
Is that not more or less what Arsenal are doing now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You lot are all on the wavelength. Everyone is on the same wavelength. Yeah. For us, you get Lady Gaga. Yeah.
No, who did we have? Fucking Stereophonics.
I don't know. Great band. Yeah. But you don't have boxing and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And so yeah.
Tyson Fury last month, didn't you?
Yeah, we're having it all. So they're all going there. All these events are coming on. So where's the money? Yeah. And we're not stupid enough to think that every penny from that event goes to Tottenham. Obviously, it's split in a certain way and food and drink percentage, right? But it's money still. Yeah. Where's it going? Yeah. Because all we keep saying is we need to loan players or loan to buy and all this crap, and that is the policy. That's the worst thing about it. You hear the manager saying we could buy players like Casemiro who will probably help us win a trophy, but that's not the club's vision. That's the man's own quotes, and fans still not like. fans are still not like, hang on a minute, what the fuck's going on? No, he didn't say that. It was a translation error. Fuck off. Make excuses. Yeah,
He's very happy. He's very happy.
Yeah. He's told you exactly what is going on at the club and exactly why he's not saying it, but without saying it directly. Do you know what I mean? You've got to. It's not hard to work out what is going on, but not enough to go and hang on a minute. What the fuck is going on? And that's the problem with our fan base. It's too fragmented. You've got people making excuses. You've got me and others who are Levy out and Enoch out, and that movement is growing. But even that's a bit fragmented in terms of what people want. You've got some people think they can do no wrong.
At least you don't have ATV.
But what I'm saying, but we don't. But that's been another mechanism for change, because it's like not directly, but it creates media pressure, doesn't it? Yeah. We don't have that. Yeah, because Daniel Levy don't like negative PR. Second, his name starts getting mentioned and all that, he starts doing things. Yeah, we saw it with Nuno. Yeah, second people, yeah, gone, fuck off. Yeah, what I'm saying, but all that, you're over the years of that TV, yeah, it's gone. They're all dickheads and all that, like, but they've, do you know what I mean? They is what Robbie did well is he had a balanced opinion. So it was like there were some real muppets on there, but there's some sound people there, like Claude, that bloke Dan, I like him. Yeah, some others that's saying it like just there to say what they want to say, not like try and be a celebrity out of it. Do you know what I mean?
And that's why I mean it's a fucking
and all that. Yeah, but so you had a balanced thing there, and then it's escalated. And then look at you. I said when you went in that Super League, your protest was what 2,000 fans, gangman, flares, like United movement there.
Yeah.
And then our one was 15 people, and one of them being shot.
I've been to a shop to get the new shirt.
Yeah, yeah. So because it's not it's too fragmented. Because the people, there's serious people who want to get a protest going, and our monks are, but then they get mugged off. For every one of them, there's 5 that will do whatever they can to make sure it don't happen. Yeah,
I think it's just all depends what the results are saying, innit?
But what if you win? It said after that, the Spotify man goes, well, if you don't want to spend money in the club and show ambition, I'll buy it and I'll do it. And that's the second time that's happened, because you had Usmanov who was desperate. Now this geezer, and as I said, then before you know it, Conte's son's here. Right, that's it. We need to start doing things with putting money in. Instead of taking money out, start putting money in. And look where you are now. What, 400 million in 3 years, something like that?
I don't think it's that much. I don't think it's far off it. I don't think it's that much.
It's been a big spend though. It's at least 120 million per every summer. That's about the odd bit here in January there. But what I'm saying, you've backed the man, yeah. You stuck with him. A lot of fans were saying get rid of him, but behind the scenes there was a real sort of holistic approach between what they all want, what they all expect, and how they think they should get there. They're all on the same wavelength. You look at a documentary, Aubameyang's pissing me off. He's taking a piss now. Every week he needs to go. Oh, I don't know if we can get rid of him. No, he needs to go. Gone. Ozil. Yeah, Ozil. Pay him up. Gone. Who's the other one? Mustafi. Pay him up. Gone. Yeah.
The thing is, in all fairness, like I've said before, I thought the job was too big for him. Right? But I'm glad we got him. I like the fact that realistically the fans are united now. You don't get all the fucking, do you know what? All right, you're always going to get fucking the Arteta outs and the fucking when we lose or fucking something like that. But compared to where we was, we had lost all self-respect really when you think about it. Like fucking, we were getting bullied for fucking.
It's basically a year you managed to turn that round. Obviously, last year. You was at your lowest. Obviously, you bottled the Champions League and all that sort of shit. Yeah, people thinking that's in there. But no, they go because they believe in the project and all that. They believe in what was going on. They go again. Yeah, and they back him. And what makes up, they get players that he needs and he wants. Yeah, how many players do you sign as a club that Arteta don't play? None. Unless
that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I'm just going to go out there again and say it. Like I think Ben White, fucking absolute steal for 50 million.
Well, yeah, been a good signing. Yeah,
fucking,
people mug him off, but at the end of the day, he fits in your team and he does and he can do 2 roles.
Well, he can do more. He can do more than 2 roles.
Him, and he got him. Yeah, he got him. And same as he wanted Jesus, he got Jesus. He wanted Zinchenko, he got Zinchenko, and all the rest of it. Yeah. Where at Spurs, Daniel Levy, you want to buy a certain player. Paratici, you want to buy another player, and then Conte wants something completely different.
And then you get Spence, isn't it?
And then you get a Spence, and you get a window where everyone's had something, but in reality, you needed the manager to get everything.
Yeah.
They're all fighting at the same. You think, why are you involved for? Why are you involved?
Yeah, I think with us it was strange. We went from Wenger, who controlled everything, and then they tried to go the other way, where they had directors of football and all that sort of. So similar to like a Brighton, like a chain of people where no matter who you put in what position, it would carry on. The football would carry on as it was. But now they've seemed to have got rid of that and they've gone back to Arteta runs the club.
Whatever he says, wants he gets, but there's a team. The people behind it respect his decision.
Whatever he says goes, and I want that player. I don't want that player. I want that player, and that's how it seems to be working for us.
Yeah, and Arteta, I don't think he's stupid enough to demand on things that he knows he's never going to get. Do you know what I mean? He knows. He knows where you're at and what player you're going to get, what you can't get.
Well, I'd imagine, he's well up with a budget and knows what's what. And
but that sort of joined up thinking and behind the scenes is look what he's doing if you lot on the pitch.
Doing a job, isn't it?
Yeah, you've lost. I mean, you bought Jesus. He's not scored that many goals, but he's made a massive difference. But you get goals throughout the team. He's got injured now, and it's only been a couple of games, but he's still doing it.
But the thing is, he's actually ahead of schedule, apparently.
Yeah, but when the players are when the manager's happy, the players are happy because it all feeds. Every player wants to play that sort of football. That's why no one gets into football to play defensive football, do they? No one does. No. People have got to play on the front foot. They want to get forward, especially when you've got players like we have. Yeah, when your players look like they're happy doing what they're doing. Not only have they got a system and whatever they need to stick to do, but the whole ethos, the main thing is we play on the front foot. Yeah, we attack.
Yeah,
which is it's enjoyable to play in. Yeah, even as a defender because you can get forward a bit. Whereas us is more like you got to be here, you can't go there, you got to make sure you're there, you got there, and then whatever we do, we don't concede, even though we do, and then whatever happens after that happens. Do you know what I mean? There's no plan for us. If we look at us going forward, there's no structure, there's no plan, there's no nothing. And it's depressing to watch, especially when we're watching you lot doing the complete opposite.
I bet it is as well, isn't it?
It is. But you've been there. We've all gone in circles now. We had the young manager with the young team ripping it up. You lot were all over the gaff. Yeah, you lot walked into that. I remember that Arsenal fan TV, I think it was a 1-1 draw, and that Claude said, we want to be careful of them, they're going to be going for the league. Yeah. And they laughed at him, and then that was a year we give Leicester a bit of a run. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, all apart, but
finished third in the two race, wasn't it?
But so then it's sort of, and then that carried on. You know what I mean? And then you lot were
no, we're keeping on medical
8th and all that shit. And now it's sort of now turning around, isn't it? Because we slept into that, not took heed of what's going on, got complacent, and then there you go.
I think the main reason we got to where we just stagnated. Football moved on, and Arsene Wenger didn't. I love Arsene Wenger. I love everything he did for us. Grateful for everything he did for us, but he didn't move with the times. And I think that was his biggest downfall.
And he had too much faith in players that weren't good enough either.
Yeah,
he was too loyal. Whereas one thing I do like about Arteta, he turns around and he says that this squad's nowhere near good enough yet. If we want to be serious contenders every year, we've got to add again. He said the quality's not there yet, which
he just says as it is.
The first 11's good. First 14, 15 players are good. As soon as you start going past that, it gets a bit hang about. So it's true what he's saying. If you want to be a City, you've got to do 2 in every position.
Yeah,
that's what I like to hear.
That's what Conte's saying. Listen, if we want quality players, then if you want to win trophy, you've got quality players. But then the club turn around and say, we're not worried about trophies. Yeah, so you have young players, and you think, what the fuck?
You can mould these players into big players.
That's exactly what's being said. Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
let's before we wrap up. So, score predictions. So, Sava, mate, you don't mind. It's gone 3-1. You lot. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not the same ilk, but I still think Kane with the customary penalty, or at least a customary goal.
One be Kane.
But I'll be honest, I'm quietly confident that you will not get a repeat of last season.
No, we don't, it's never going to be anything like that. I don't believe that. You have to really fold up with a crowd. This will be the first test this season, I think, of a real hostile crowd on a away game like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to get that many.
I don't think Holding would be allowed anywhere near the fucking stadium. I don't think it'd be allowed in London.
I'll tell you, it's not going to let him watch it on telly, is he? Just don't want him involved.
That's it. You're going to go play some golf without.
You won't come up against the same song you come up against last year, so it will be a problem. Really, you probably could play him. Harry,
I think we'll go sort of 2 up. We'll be cruising, and then we'll fuck it up. 10 minutes to go, 2-2. I think you'll just get your customary 2 goals. You're out of nowhere, and it'll be one of them ones we talk about. Oh, fucking hell, we didn't deserve that.
I'm saying that for you, lot, as long as you don't lose them sort of games, just don't lose, innit?
That's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah.
I mean, for us, I got a feeling that's so fucking hard. I think if Steve, I settle for it not being embarrassing. Yeah, I think if Kulu's fit, I might sneak a 2-1 because I think we'll score. Yeah, so I don't think your defense is that good enough where you can keep us out that much. The pressure, but if Kulu's not fit, then I think a 1-1 draw. Because I think we'll have
you said about the old hostile. It'll be a hostile. If it starts going the other way and we go 1-2-0 up and we play really hostile own.
Yeah, if it starts going like that, yeah, it could turn into 4, yeah, because that could be the catalyst. That this is what me, Sav, have been saying, a few others, that could be the catalyst that turns a crowd, yeah, because it's like getting turned over in your backyard by your fiercest rivals, like.
All it takes is an early goal, and then maybe go 2-0 before half time. Someone like Romero loses his head, and that could be fucking carnage.
Early goal, yeah, it can be, mate. That is a very good point. We were saying that on Spurs strings. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. We thought, to be honest, I didn't think we'd beat Palace. Yeah, I thought we'd lose that, but yeah, we tonked them, but we still only played well for like 40 minutes. So. And but it's not really a barometer saying everything's all good now. This one, even when this one still don't say anything, but it will make it a little bit sweeter. But if we don't, this could be the one that really fucking starts all hell breaks loose. Conte could think, fuck that, yeah, because there is a section of fans that are getting bored of his football. Some people like me agree he hasn't been backed, but at the same time, it's not an excuse for serving.
It's boring, really, isn't it?
He should be serving up better football than that. Bear in mind, we're playing the same crap, whether it was League One, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, bottom of the Premier League, top of the Premier League, mid-table of the Premier League. It's the same shit, yeah? We've seen it now across the board. Yeah, cup games, everything. It's poor. Yeah, and he ain't got players to win things, but he's got players to play better football than what he's serving up. Yeah, that's the reality. But yeah, we show zero ambition, it could get a bit fucking naughty.
But I think the one thing with both teams, actually, teams that in 10 minutes can run away with a game.
Yeah.
So you've got against Palace, you've got 4 goals in half hour.
And got 2 in 2 minutes or something like that, wasn't it? It was dope. 2 in 5 minutes.
We're certainly one of them teams. We could go 1, 2, 3 in 15 minutes easily.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, if we don't start, I think if we allow you to start getting on the ball early doors, I think because as much as I slate Nketiah, yeah, and he's not that great, but nor are our defenders, yeah. And what he is quite good, he's good on the turn, yeah. So you think Dyer's clattering to him, giving away solid free kicks or penalties or nothing like that, because they're all of them are rash. all of them
Yeah.
are. If Royal plays, I dread it. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah, I absolutely dread it. But you can see a back three like Saka against Davies. Don't fancy that. Odegaard getting a free rein. Don't fancy that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Højbjerg could be given a task to follow
Yeah,
him.
Højbjerg's definitely going to be on him.
He'd be following him into the toilet and everything. He will, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but then the problem is, then you got what you lot do with Jacko, then ends up in a box unmarked on the edge of the box, which is what we saw in the 3-1 game, and he got the third goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dumped Dyer inside out, didn't he?
Yeah, obviously we had a man down by then, but it was like no one picking him up because everyone's worried about we ain't got enough midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that will happen. They said it could get really fucking nasty in there. Would you lot be in your element? I tell you, it could be the best night you lot had in a fucking long time. Was that because we won't be spitting at you lot, we'll be spitting at them. Yeah, hopefully, because that's what it needs. It sounds bad, like I don't want to lose that game, but it needs something to get this fan base as a group going, right, this is bollocks. Yeah.
Well, why don't we all agree? We can do you 4-0 and then you can go and beat City.
No.
We'll do that. We'll
give you a good spanking, and then
you go and beat
City.
You go and beat City twice, and then everything will be right, won't it? Everything will be rosy.
Yeah. No.
I mean, what's going to happen if it is you win us the league by beating City twice?
Oh, mate. That's just like turning around and giving fucking Royal lifetime contract for you, isn't it, Pete?
Well, no, I don't know what would be worse, to be honest. That's Hobson's choice, isn't it? What do you do? Well, what can you do? It's certainly within our fucking ability to do it because obviously we've got a good record against City. I don't think that's going to count for much now. They've got Haaland, but because people say that, we beat City all these times, yeah, but we give away 20 chances every game. The fact is, no one there to take them, but now they've got an absolute predator ready to go, licking his lips.
Oh yeah, and he will be.
Yeah,
there's no two ways about it. I enjoyed watching him against was it Aston Villa that he was doing all the silly fucking things with the defender, like putting funny faces and stuff like that.
I didn't watch it, mate.
Yeah, he's quite a funny bloke actually.
He literally just sat there like fucking taking a piss out of him because he was having a moan about him. It was quite fun to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, but it could be a painful couple of weeks for Spurs. You lose to you like it's bad enough at home, and that's fucking real. Especially as we beat you every time since we played there. Yeah, so it's a record you want to keep going. At least don't lose, and then fucking get smashed by City twice in like 3 weeks. I think there's a Chelsea.
It's a quick turnaround. You against them, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunday then Thursday, and then Fulham Monday away. Yeah, I don't fancy that.
That's not an easy game either.
He'll be licking his lips.
Mitrovic, yeah, fucking hell. It's saying it could be. It's going to happen. It's like it's just. I can't see how it's not going to happen where it's going to implode. I'd be amazed because you before after the Palace game, all right, maybe this is a turning point. And then you put in a performance against Pompey, yeah, which pretty much a decent enough side. Yeah, it's a worry. Oh, fuck it. Don't. I'll tell you when I see the
no-look pass, he'd be trying to pass the other way. That's a problem.
Listen, he can't pass. He's looking. That when he's not looking. Yeah.
He'll be looking at pass somewhere else and scuff it straight through McCain. That'd be a problem.
Do you know what? That would be
so we try to pass it back to the keeper, innit?
Yeah.
The ultimate way to piss us off is start him. Start that clown, especially after what he massively shit anyway. But what he did in the last game against you lot.
Oh.
And you think Doherty's nicking a few goals here or there now as well.
Doherty's got to start, to be fair.
He's got to start. And Perisic. You can't start that successfully either.
Yeah.
I think on that
I reckon 3-1. Quite comfortably, to be honest. I don't see it being our game.
This could be, you could be really right, or this could be up there with your collection of
yeah, I'm quite good at them, ain't I?
you're getting quite a collection at the moment.
Right, in that case, Spurs win 7-1.
Yeah.
That will be up there with your outrageous quotes.
You know.
We do an hour feature at the end of the season with all these quotes.
Yeah, imagine that your blooper reel. Yeah.
Oh mate.
Right, one more closing bit of business on the. If anyone watching or any of you boy on the 13th, at 10 o'clock in the evening is a 24-hour stream. If you want to watch it, contribute it, put in a super chat for British Heart Foundation with where is he? Sabat.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's Gooners in it, Spurs fans in it. It's just a massive. Like, there's all sorts going to be going on. So there's 24 hours.
Best up on. I followed him today.
Yeah, all money goes into charity. I'll put the stream link in the show notes. All super chats going for charity. All the revenue from the show makes on YouTube, whatever. Everything's going into the British Heart Foundation. So jump in, watch, like it, whatever. Feel free to contribute. I'll be on it at some point.
And get ready for the meltdown. It'll be worth the entertainment value.
That's this week.
Yeah, Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, Friday. So yeah.
Plan that well. Plan that just before the North London derby. So
I think that's how we
it hasn't got anything afterwards.
Should do it for the Monday.
Yeah. No. So if you do any super chats, even like £1 or anything, it all goes charity. Like the show if you can.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's going to be an open show, I think, so anyone can jump on. Or there's loads of guests, there's all sorts. It's doing a bit of an effort going on.
All right, then, lads.
Please watch that. Right, lads. Thank you for your company. As painful as being again. I must admit, I don't think I've had a nice show yet, but I've enjoyed it. So it's always been painful every week, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know why I do it, and you wonder why I don't do it that often.
Joe, just fair point. I suppose it's just one of them, innit? We just keep rolling and rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a lovely evening.
Make sure you're back next week.
I'll be back, man. I ain't going nowhere, mate. We'll have to find out a date where we do it in. Probably Monday, because we know we ain't going to be playing.
I was going to say, we should probably just do it Monday straight away.
Monday, Black Monday. Yeah. Monday. Next Monday, yeah. Barring anything in between that happens, Monday we'll do it.
All right,
all right. See you later, boys. Take care.
See you later. Bye.